Hey YouTube, it's Joel here again, and today we're going to be making a terrarium. Alright, so the materials we're going to be using today is a hanging glass terrarium, some rocks, I just got these from outside, some pebbles or gravel, some tweezers, and some krazy glue. For the plants, I'm going to be using some moss, some baby tears, and some anubias nana. I first started off by rinsing out the terrarium. This was to remove any dust. Then I proceeded to dry it. When it came to setting up the terrarium, my first step was to add the substrate, in this case, the gravel. Next, I had to decide how I wanted my rocks to be set up. This was slightly challenging as I did not have a lot of room and the opening was very small. Once I decided how I wanted my rocks to be, this is where the krazy glue comes in. I added a layer of glue on top of the rock. This way I can stack the other rock on top of it and they can hold together. To get the rocks to be more stable, I added more glue to the cracks in between them. I did the same thing for the other rocks. Lastly, I glued the top two rocks together. Krazy glue typically dries pretty fast, but I allowed it to cure overnight. The next day I decided to add the plants, the anubias being the largest plant I thought would look best in the back. Using the tweezers, I was able to push the plant farther back and got the roots closer to the bottom. Next, I added the moss. Because of how the species grows, I decided to place it in between the cracks. This is so that it can grow outwards and spread over the rock. By pressing it down, I make it easier to grow onto the rocks. This also helps the moss take over and hold them together. The second species of moss I added to the side of the rock. This is because I think it looks better growing outwards. Next, I added the baby tears plant. Because of its vine-like appearance, I wanted to add it to the top and have it grow down the center. Once again, I added more moss to the right side of the rocks. I also added more moss to the top of the rocks. Finally, I added water to the bottom of the terrarium. Lastly, I felt like the middle of the cave was a little too plain, so I went out to collect some sticks. Using the tweezers, I wanted to give off the appearance that there are roots growing out from the cave. This will eventually finish the scape. So yeah guys, since this is an open terrarium, I'm going to be monitoring and replenishing the water as it evaporates. I will also be spraying down the plants to keep the humidity up. Comment down below if you would like to see updates. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.